Hi, today we're going to be taking an unboxing review of CROSMAN 1911 BB Airsoft Pistol Gun. So, built in America, so it's built in America, not in China, not in Japan, or Thailand, or Korea, or India, or anywhere else. Built right here in America, which is awesome. 20 BBs as fast as you can pull the trigger. So, as fast as you can pull that trigger, you could be firing 20 BBs downrange. CROSMAN, good brand. I had a couple of their products before. I loved them. So it's up to 400 feet per second, so that's the FPS. 400 feet per second, or 146, I'm guessing that's meters per second, or something like that. I don't know, that's in metric. So I'm just going to go with, well, I know, standard English. Okay. So it is a BB pistol, and semi-auto, CO2, so it's not a spring power one. And not the plastic BBs, it is the metal or copper BBs. Depends on what you want to use. So yeah, not much for bots. Here's all the specs of it, if my camera could focus. There we go. So mechanism is a repeater. Power source 12 grain CO2 cartridge. Caliber is BB caliber 4.5 millimeter. Ammunition S for steel air gun shot. Weight is capacity is 20 BBs. Weight is 0.875 pounds. Length is 7.875 inches. I mean, yeah. Barrel is steel. Front sight foot sprayed. Rear sight foot snatch. Safety side velocity up to 400 feet per second. So FPS. I know I had someone that was watching the video that knows a little bit about airsoft, and they comment, "What is FPS?" FPS stands for feet per second. That's how far that bullet or that BB is gonna fly until you say, "Ouch! Hit! 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 Hold on, let me pull my dead weight! Stop hitting me! Stop hitting me!" Okay, now you're being a jerk. I'm calling the left. I said I'm hit. I called my shot. I called it. I said I'm hit. I got my dead weight out, and you still fire me? Come on, left. What you gonna do? So, that's what it is. Or if you're like into Call of Duty, they'll let you know how far away before you get a hit marker or a hit in that kind of sense of way. So I know some people was probably like, "Oh, I just know Call of Duty," or maybe Battlefield. So FPS stands for feet per second. That means how far that BB is going to travel down range until you get someone to say hit, if they're actually an honest airsoft player and call their shots and say, "Okay, I've been hit. I'm calling. I'm hit. I raise my hand. I'm putting my safety on. I'm putting my gun in my holster. I'm holding my gun, barrel point downward. I'm pulling out my dead weight, be a little handkerchief or an actual dead weight that you could pull out a little pouch and stuff. Something like that." So it pretty much tells you how close you gotta be to get someone to say, "Ouch! You hit me, man!" Okay, I'm out. So it lets you know, do you have to be right up to like the camera, right up to their head, and where you could just breathe on them and go, where you're like, "Oh man, take a breath, man. That halitosis is horrible." Or if it's like, you could be all the way across the world. Like, you know how Call of Duty is, where you got campers just all the way sitting in the bed of the map, try and get cheap shots and stuff. That's kind of what FPS is. So, if anyone out there is wondering, what does FPS stand for? Feet per second. How far away you could be before the bullet hits with bullet drop and stuff. And then, here's the same thing, only in a different language and stuff. So, I picked this up at Walmart. It was between maybe 15 and 20 bucks. Which, for an airsoft CO2 BB gun, it's not a bad price. Here's what it looks like. Not that awesome of a boxing, but okay. And it says that there is a $5 mail-in rebate. But it is past the date. As you can see, if I got in what's in the date, if I actually saw it there, which I don't know why they released it at Walmart after, the $5 mail-in thing was past due, then, I would have got it for about 15 bucks. So, 20 bucks, not a bad price. Not a bad price for $20. For a CROSMAN, I mean, oh my god. I got like a couple CROSMANs and I love them. They're like the guns that I just go to when I want like a handgun. Except for my revolver, which is... It says that it's made by REViEW, but it's actually made by the Blast Unite company, which made some of my ARs for my airsoft. And I love those AEG, Airsoft Electronic Guns. Those ARs, assault rifles are really awesome. Haven't had any complaints about them so far. So, like I said, CROSMAN and the other company, Blast Unite, they are some really great companies that make airsoft guns. Let's see. I hate how they fold this little manual up, but they fold up so hard that... So it's just really simple here, telling you, what to do, what not to do. Like, let's see, what is K? Accessory well, all that stuff. So a lot of stuff we'll just go over and, it's just simple, easy, and stuff. So yeah, here's what it looks like. Like a little 1911. You have the trigger right here, which is on safety, which is kind of weird. The slide is on S for safety. You still could pull the trigger back. Here's our accessory wheel down there. The sights are not that bad, as you can see through the camera. Even I'm looking from behind the camera, and I can see that it has a clear rear and front sight. I mean, I have some other guns that the sights, you might as well just be hip firing it. It has the fake hammer, obviously, It has a little notch down here where you put a CO2 cartridge in there, to crank it up, to crack it and unscrew it to release the CO2 cartridge. Has your May drop down here. So you just push that button. And real tiny, skinny little magazine. It says that it's a 1.77, which I guess would be the standard caliber. And what I like about this one is, once you push the spring down, it will actually stay locked in place. And then this little button down here pops out. And then when you push that little button, which you gotta push it up, the spring goes in. I had some BB guns that you have to manually hold your thumb down on this little spring and then load it. Because if you release it, it just goes up and you're like, oh man, I still got more BBs to put in there. So I like what I have. You just push it down and it locks. That's awesome. And this is metal. Actual metal. Except for the little plastic piece up here, which no, that's metal too up here. So wow, all metal construction on the magazine. Really cool. And let me just let that bit in place there. The gun's pretty much all plastic, except for the barrel, which it's an odd barrel. So let me take the safety off. First, now you can see it switched to red for safety off. And look at what the barrel does. The barrel actually protrudes out of the gun. Now if I pull and cut the trigger all the way back, that's how you fire your shots out. So the gun doesn't actually slide, so it's not a blowback gun. It would be like a alternative blowback gun. We all seen that, green gas blowback guns that you fill up with like green gas, and that the top receiver actually slides back after every shot, like how a real firearm, handgun, pistol would fire. This one kind of has it, kind of like that was like, you know, the green gas blowback ones do, but in a different alternative way that the barrel actually is moving back and forth, as you can see here, instead of the actual top slide. So I mean, comparing to other 1911s like this one over here, which, let me pop its magazine out. Oh no. Let me put that safety band on. I was looking for the magazine because this one has it right there by the Twitter guard, and you know, Twitter, this one doesn't. This one has the safety there. This one, they switched it up. So yeah, I mean, side by side, this one's obviously a little bit longer, and the sights are, so let me see if I can get these sights lined up as best I can on camera. Yeah, the sights are okay. This one has a built-in internal 15-shot magazine. On top there, that's where you see all the BBs on top. So no magazine down here, but this one is CO2 powered. Just like this one. But this one, that little barrel inside there stays in there. It will never come out. You know, unless you tore it apart. Like how this one is, this barrel actually comes out. So let me put the safety band on. Let's take the grip off so that we can get the CO2 cartridges in there. Yeah, the grip's a little awkward on this one. So I'm going to be using, of course, CROSMAN CO2 cartridges. I think I gotta crank this down a bit. There we go. And I'm just gonna put the cover back on. Actually, let me crank this in just slightly. So it's not wearing while I try to get the little grip cover on. Okay, now I'm going to actually crank it open. A lot of air just been released through the bottom here. Don't know why. I mean, you obviously expect a little hiss, but yeah. Safety off, and yeah, that CO2 cartridge is dead. Which, you know, it happens. Some CO2 cartridges, they just don't like to work. And it's not like I did anything wrong. You know, simple. Slide the cartridge in there, screw it up there, pop the little pin on the top. But yeah, all that air just escaped right out through the bottom up here. And ow, that cartridge is actually pretty cold. Yeah, so I have to drop that cartridge. I do have another cartridge. Hopefully this one will work. And again, I'm putting the cover back on for safety so it doesn't spray in my face. Okay, so this one seemed like it actually worked. Safety off, let's find out. And new. What the heck's going on here? Safety off. I'm getting a hiss from the bottom here as air is escaping. Whoa! I don't know if you can see that, but a lot of it's leaking out. Now this, believe it or not, has not been the first time that this has happened on an airsoft CO2 cartridge gun. I mean, I had this happen on, what was it? I can't figure the name of the other gun that has happened to me on. So yeah, that's 2 CO2 cartridges. There's garbage. Oh man, what was the name of the other gun? Ruger. That's what it was. The Ruger. The Ruger. Not Luger, but with the R, the Ruger. That gun had the same exact problems that this one's having. That, you know, you put it in a CO2 cartridge, you pop on the cover, you screw it in, and then psst, all the air is gone. That cartridge is garbage. You pop another one, that one's garbage. So, I don't know why this CROSMAN one's giving me the same garbage problem that the Ruger gave me. But anyway, let's just load it up with BBs. Honestly, it's not going to fire, but I figured, what the heck. Let's just see how the BB slit in, you know, the magazine. Come on. So yeah, loading these magazines is quite a pain to load, because you gotta load up individually by hand. And there's all 20. Those steel BB rounds in there. And let me engage the mechanism here. So, yeah, there we go. Now it's engaged and stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't get to show you how powerful the display is. Well, not display, but, you know, does it have any kickback of it? But, you know, CO2 cartridges, they just ain't working on this gun like the Ruger. Even though both of these are, you know, still CROSMAN. And my very first CROSMAN, believe it or not, was this one. Yeah, this spring power one, which, by the way, I still love the spring power one. It takes, you know, plastic BBs. But I mean, this one, oh my god, the power of it, it's awesome. I mean, you could pull the slide back, and it feels like getting hit with a CO2 one. You know, it's just spring power. I mean, this one I had for years. This one is the CROSMAN, as you can see with the design here. What was this one? The Stinger P9. This is the Stinger P9. They came with a updated version that was a Stinger 9P or Stinger T9P or something like that. Pretty much it's the same thing as this one. It just doesn't have this textured grip along the back of the grips on the side here. But pretty much the model and the design is the same thing. Why I never got the new updated version? Because this old school version still works. It still be kicking stuff, you know, and not the stuff down. I mean, if this one ever broke, will I buy the new one, the Stinger PT9 or P9T or whatever they're calling it? Yeah, but for the moment, this one still works. I mean, this one was my next one I had from CROSMAN, and you know, this is the power line, and oh my god, this one's a nail driver. It's like having a nail gun. And this one, can't really tell you because it doesn't work. The BBs that I'm using are Daisy steel BBs. I was using copperhead ones, but those ones corroded so fast that I went and switched over to steel ones. CROSMAN accessories will fit in. So we have this little holster right here, bow holster. This is where I like to store this one in. Fits in there nice and dandy. This one, it fits in there too. But let's see about this one. This one, not really. So, for the 1911, doesn't fit that little belt holster. Another CROSMAN product over here. The CROSMAN, you know, underarm holster. D holster, I think is what they call it. It's an H holster. I know there's a D and an H holster. This gun, would it fit in there? Yeah, it fits in there. What about this one, which is usually where I keep this one? Yeah, it fits in there nice. What about the 1911? Yeah, the 1911 fits in there. So, if you're wondering on this holster what's going to fit in there, these two fits in there nicely, and this holster, these two fits in there nicely. Let me move those out of the way. Get these guns out of the way here. But yeah, that's a shame that this is the second airsoft CO2 gun that I have that, you know, the CO2 cartridges don't work on this. I mean, it's popping the cartridges and wasting the CO2, but yeah. And the safety is on it, if you're wondering. Because I could definitely pull the trigger all the way back and not have the barrel come out. But yeah, that's been kind of the unboxing review of the CROSMAN 1911 BB Airsoft air gun, you know, semi-automatic pistol. Remember to subscribe and leave a comment. Alright, thanks, bye.